Hello, hello. Well, salutations, everybody. What's a crack-a-lackin'? A pleasure to end up having you back in another day, another dollar, another instance of crack, having technical difficulties before I ended up going live. But it's a joy to have you all back here on this fabulous Tuesday, a little bit later than the crack normally ends up going live. But all in all, happy to be here, happy to enjoy it, happy to see it, and happy for the crack to continue on. So I suppose I should ask, ladies, gentlemen, and the technicolor rainbow in between, salutations, and what's a crack-a-lackin'? Senior Sexy, how are you? Pleasure to have you in. You ended up joining us yesterday during the technical difficulties that we ended up having during the Fortnite stream, attempting to end up setting that up with the fantastic Digital Owen, who after a bit of time we'll end up giving another shout out there, taking a wee bit off for themselves now before streaming again on the 30th. But in general, it's a pleasure to be in. How is your Tuesday treating you, Senior Sexy? Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going sweet? If Amanda was here, she'd be upset. Her beloved Ajax have fallen. Galatasaray have fallen. It's looking like Benfica are on a good showcase now for one Jose Mourinho. Napoli scoring 2 goals there. McTominay on the score sheet again. Rasmus Højlund missing a penalty. Unfortunate for the poor fool. And City once again showcasing a wee bit of neglect, a wee bit of maybe overconfidence as it becomes 2-0 to them. But a pleasure to end up seeing that it's all going well there. Coventry versus Middlesbrough, 4-2 to Coventry. Brilliant to end up hearing. I feel a wee bit sorry for Middlesbrough in that situation. Yes, taking Kim Hellberg from Linus, one of our own friends, Hambury, was unfortunate. But at the same point in time, they were doing well. But I suppose what this ends up meaning is that you're never truly dead. You always have a chance. And in this particular case, the chance has occurred for one Senior Frank Lampard. Maybe the words were said a wee bit too quick. Maybe everyone reacted a wee bit too fast when discussing his managerial career. I'd say you must be happy. How have they been playing, Senior Benny? Have the Coventry side been performing good? With Frank Lampard? Is he playing an expansive bit of football? Unfortunately, I don't keep too much of a showcase on the championship to know how they're doing. Okay, so in again we go with this. Since we've ended up playing it for, so long as this game doesn't end up glitching for me again, we should be fine here. So we can end up blowing that up. We can't hit that. Okay, so we'll just attack you like that and then go straight for the hit. From what I've seen in this game, really, really solid. Patient in the back. Interesting. Nice to end up seeing that type of gameplay. It would make sense based on the type of player he was in his own game time, that's the type of... God, that's so fast. That's the type of play he would end up going for. So it's interesting that is the way that he's ended up going a tight, patient game. But to be honest, that's probably the way you should end up playing the game. And is Coventry the team you would typically end up following, Sexy? Or is it just that you're enjoying the big game in the championship and having the crack with that at the moment? I know you've probably mentioned that before in the past, but I'm having a brain fart. They've only conceded 1 to Middlesbrough. The other goal they conceded was an own goal. There's been plenty of them going around lately as well. Hammer smash, which means... Oh, it's jump. Okay. Okay, it's too late on that. Okay, Koolaboola. Hammer smash again, so we jump. Do that, then wait for the jump. And it's there. Okay, so I'm just atrocious at this game. Nice to know, Crack.
Yes.
So we do need to heal here, so we're going to need to use an item. Bring you back to life. And then Mononoko can do the static explosion. Just a neutral, I believe I've mentioned being a Rottenham fan before. Not too bad. Karabag just conceded an own goal against Napoli. I've seen quite a few own goals. Yeah, and I wonder if it's neglect in defensive gameplay that's causing it to happen, because it's interesting that it's happening so much. Oh, really? Crap. Because like there was a couple of own goals in the Premiership. There's a couple of goals in the Premiership this week as well, wasn't there? Okay, so we're performing crap, so we're going to need to heal again. So we will eventually run out of revival tints. We don't want to be using them too much, so we do need to get the timing down on this eventually. But we have rebirth there, so we can bring back Verso as well, so that's nice. But have you been getting up to much for the week yourself? Has the crack been treating you good, Senior Benny? I hope it has been. I hope all has been going good for you. I think the best thing to do here is just a generic strike, build up our AP. Okay, hammer smash again. So we jump and attack, and then it's there. Good, we got it this time. Beautiful. So we have the timing potentially down. Summons 2 orbs. The last time this happened, we died immediately off the orbs, so we need to watch for this. About to shoot. Who are you aiming for? Okay, well, that gives her the ability to technically do the Genesis. Do we want... I think the better option is to go Genesis instead of Revive. Yeah, because it's an extreme elemental hits with random elements, so they can heal, but this should end up killing. So let's go with this. Seems as though there's been no... Really? Okay, I was positive I'd heard of one. But hey, fair enough. Yeah, do that, and then do that. Good. Now we should have enough to do the revive. Brilliant. Having the extra attack off the cheater skill is fantastically useful.
The expedition's not over.
Jump and hit, and then you come up, and it's just as the hammer comes down. Okay, good. We've gotten the timing down for it. Now the ice orbs. Is the timing any different for ice orbs? Because we still don't have it.
Danger.
So it's... Nope. God, that timing. Okay, hit that and hit that. Oh, do you not have it? Okay, that's unusual. Nice, we can end up doing this hit here. I love how a mook is causing us more damage than some bosses have. It's causing us more trouble than some bosses have. It's beautiful the way this game is. Just sometimes it can end up screwing you the right way. Cool. And then on 5, we do the rebirth again. The fact that Rebirth generates stainless stalls too is nice. I finished Resident Evil 2. Beautiful. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Resident Evil 2 is... Nope. Resident Evil 2 is a Resident Evil game that has 2 campaigns, right? Or am I thinking of 3? Because one of the Resident Evil games I know you have to go through it twice. In fact, I think it's a thing with multiple Resident Evil games. I haven't played the Resident Evil games myself, much to my chagrin. It is something I need to finish in the future. Yes. And I know that Claire Renfield is the topic of discussion for many people in the Resident Evil franchise. Yeah, it was better to take the dodge. Some people really don't like Claire Renfield, and some people really do. What's your thought process of her as you ended up playing down through it? I know some people can find her to be a wee bit too, for lack of a better word, Karenish. I could say the actual word, but I don't want to be mean. What did you think of it? Who did you prefer, Leon or Claire? Because it's one or the other. I don't think there's any in between. I believe it is Leon B that I played because I beat Mr. X as the final boss. Interesting. And did you enjoy the whole experience? Did you enjoy the final boss? Did you enjoy everything you ended up doing? Ooh, okay. And the funny thing about this is this could be a complete waste of time, but I don't think so, since I seem to be seeing crap I've done before. So we can go into this now. I have little opinion on Clair yet, not seen much of her. Oh, not too bad. In Leon's campaign. Yeah, no, she wouldn't be. There's very little interaction between the two of them. So you'll have to end up having a go with her in your next run through of the game. Will you do a Clair run, or will you bother? Oh, that timing.
Ready to strike.
That timing is bonkersly strict. Okay, and it's... yeah, it's so fast.
Elements converge.
Like, I should go for the dodge, since I know I'm doing bad with the attempt of it, but still. Okay, we play it twice, so now we attack you. Ada feels like more of a main character. Interesting. That's very, very interesting to hear.
Sweet taste.
I may play Clair's campaign in the future, yeah. Do you own Tree? Like, will you go straight into Tree? Because obviously that's an option as well. Let's just move straight into Resident Evil 3. Again, at some point in time, I do need to play the Resident Evil franchise. Ooh, I wasn't expecting a jump. Damn it.
Ready to evade. The expedition's not over.
Pleasure to have you in, Senior Duck. What's a crack-a-lackin' with you? Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going delicious? Would you believe we're after getting a microphone that's basically feeling like we're in a cathedral, so you're just going to have a bit of an echo? No, Duck, we haven't, would you believe? Would you believe it hasn't crashed yet? So, who knows, maybe I'll get away with not having 6 and 6. Maybe I'll get away with not having 6 and 6, 6 streams, 6 crashes. So, cross your fingers and your toes for me, my friend. Had enough of Resident Evil 2 for now. May go to RE3 or RE4. I feel more inclined to play E4 as it continues with Leon. That's fair. I mean, that's very fair to end up going on to that way. Of what I have seen of them, and as has been stated, I haven't played them. I've just ended up watching them. I kind of think my favorite I think my favorite Resident Evil character is Ethan Winters from Resident Evil 7 and 8. Now, they're not the most, like, they're not the best aesthetically or anything like that, but that might be my favorite character from what I've seen of the game. Again, please take into consideration I haven't played them all that good. But, yeah.
Elements converge.
Yes, and let's hope it continues that way, my friend. But I guess I should end up asking for yourself as well, Senior Duck. How has your day been treating you? Has it all been going good? Has there been any news with you? Has the crack been treating you grand on this fantastic Tuesday? I didn't know Ethan was also RE7. I just thought he was created for 8. No, so... God damn it. So, yeah, RE7 is a direct... RE8 is a direct sequel to RE7. Direct sequel, so they go 1 into 1. I've watched a couple of streams of people playing that game, playing both of those games, so that's the reason why I end up knowing about it. Resident Evil Village and the whole lot. That timing.
Let me flow.
I will eventually get that timing. I'm too stubborn not to.
Brilliant light.
I must exact revenge.
But if you wanted to, at the moment, actually, in terms of Steam and what it has currently as options, currently the Master Chief Collection is up for sale for $9.99. So if you're looking for good games at the moment and you don't have anything on your calendar, you could always end up looking to that. I'm just gonna kill. Screw it, I'm just gonna kill these. Really? That didn't kill? Shit. Yeah, we deserve that death. Well, 2 of you getting some XP.
Maya.
Damn, we barely hit that jump. Then I didn't hit that one. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Counterattack. Nope, not there. Yeah, well, you're dead this time. And I'm not taking the chance. So also I forgot to take her out of her swimsuit, so we'll be doing that immediately after this as well. Good. I find it strange that RE7 is called Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, as the Resident Evil franchise is called Biohazard in Japan. I think that was kind of the reason why it was called Biohazard, Sexy, because I think it's called, like, I think they put the Resident Evil tag on 7 in Japan, or something like that. There was a reason why it was called Biohazard. I'm not 100% sure. I can't 100% remember what it was, but there is a specific reason why it's called that. But Biohazard, like, it's fascinating when that game came out, the amount of love it ended up getting. Like, there is a translation reason why it was done. Like, a prime example of that is the Phoenix Wright franchise is called something entirely... Yeah, Biohazard 7 Resident Evil. Yeah, so they ended up calling it that way as a result of it. Yeah, that tends to be the case. Stuff like that tends to be why that happens. Okay, so we have one here. That ends up opening up that. Is there another one as we run through here? There are plenty of games that has happened like that, where they end up calling them based on the Japanese and changing the name around over here as a result. Is that one? No, that doesn't look like one. Nope, so there doesn't appear to be anything in there. Nor here. Also, I played the entire Master Chief Collection, one of my favorite franchises ever. I have only had the joy, when it comes down to the Master Chief Collection, of playing Halo 2. But it wasn't during the height of Halo 2. I ended up playing it well after the fact where the multi-scene was dead, and it wasn't during the Master Chief Collection, unfortunately. So it is something I need to end up widening my horizons on in the future. Okay, so we've one of them up there. Yeah. Okay, move back here. Don't see anything else up there. Okay, cool. Do that. Okay, we need to find one more. Halo 2 is tied with Reach for the best game, in my opinion. Interesting! Because what I have been told by Halo fans is Halo Reach is probably the best game in the franchise until you end up taking into account the ending, and then they are a person who lives by the creed, the ending is paramount. And in their particular case, they've absolutely load the ending to that game. They despise it with a passion, the ending to Reach. Now, I don't know the ending to Reach. I thankfully haven't had that spoiled on me. But they absolutely despise the ending of that game. It may be controversial based on general consensus, but I don't even have Halo 3 in my top 3, which is usually one of the best in regards. Yeah, I mean, well, they'd on the other side of the United situation. Barcelona are getting are getting screwed at the moment, aren't they? 2-0 down versus Chelsea at this current moment in time. Interesting to end up seeing it. And I'm kind of happy for Chelsea. I like to see Chelsea doing well. I'll still stand by my point. I like João Pedro, but they still need a striker, even though they're after scoring 3 goals. So like Liam Delap did score today. But they still need a striker, and they definitely need a goalkeeper. You know? I know recent results might end up aggregating against that opinion, but it is my opinion. Halo reaches med. Great by the ending. Sure, it's sad to see the characters lose faith. But it serves a very good purpose for the story and shows how humanity is already on the last legs versus the Covenant. Well, that's nice. Because I know that's the same situation with the Master Chief Collection. That there are a number of, or not the Master Chief, Mass Effect. That there's an awful lot of people who turn around and say that would be the perfect trilogy if it wasn't for the ending of 3. And I know the DLCs help with the ending of 3, but still. And in the future, I might end up going in and actually going back to Mass Effect. We played Mass Effect 1 on the channel for a bit, but it ended up dying down, and probably something we'll bring back in the near future. Or maybe I'll just do that as a side game that I end up playing off stream and end up going there. I've not played the Mass Effect trilogy, only a bit of Mass Effect 1. Well, like, the funny thing with the Mass Effect trilogy is I am fascinated with Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 1, to me, feels so much like a Mother 3, in that there's so much stuff in that game that if it was released today, would be revolutionary. It would make fans, the length and breadth of the area, feel ecstatic. Like, that rolling bar in Mother 3 is such a phenomenal idea that I don't think of any. I can't think of any game that does it as good. For anyone that has played that game, and if you haven't played the Mother franchise and have a way to legitimately get the Mother franchise, please do yourself a favor and play at least Earthbound, if nothing else. But Mother 3 is a spectacular game, fantastic story, and in my opinion, something everyone should experience at one point in their life. In my opinion. Nintendo have them downloadable now again, so definitely would end up recommending it. What was it that got you to download the Mass Effect trilogy today? Was it just a feeling in the pit of your stomach that decided you to do it? Was it my conversation that ended up getting you to feel it in your wonderful areas that made you want to end up downloading it? What was it that got you to download it, Sexy? Because it is a fantastic franchise, the Mass Effect franchise. It's a shame what BioWare have become too. Off the back of it, because BioWare is such an interesting company and have just let themselves down so significantly since that particular game. Like, Andromeda is not a good game, and like, I find Andromeda very, very funny because Andromeda is not a good game, but it's not even the worst that BioWare team had done, because you can always keep in mind too that there is a game that goes by the name of Sonic Chronicles. And Sonic Chronicles is a game that was done by the actual proper BioWare team. Sonic Chronicles was done by the Mass Effect team.
Accord silencieux de nos âmes. Lèvres fantômes. Et râle pâle. Lumière s'éteint.
What is that?
It's that manor from old Lumiere. So that's where it went.
No,
Elle s'élève,
something's different.
sans détour.
I'm just hearing random French.
Sans retour. Lumière.
It's definitely part of the game. I don't know who's speaking it. Hearing random French is really weird.
Déclinant. Nuée complice du clair obscur vacillant.
Nice.
Nuance de chagrin.
God, I wish I spoke French.
Éclipse, floral, lumière s'éteint.
Because it's talking about Lumiere in some way.
Vapeur de nos chairs. Respiration amère.
God, French is a gorgeous
lumière
language.
s'éteint. Contretemps volontaire. Contre-champ solitaire.
That's so weird.
Lumière s'éteint.
This is the only spot that has happened. That is really, really weird. Huh. Anyways, screwed. We'll continue on for now. The Gears of War remasters. Interesting. I think the one sadness for me when it comes down to the Gears franchise is the fact that kind of like how I genuinely think Paul Triple H Levesque would have been if he was younger a fantastic Kratos. I genuinely think Dave Bautista would have been a fantastic Marcus. I genuinely think he would have been a fantastic Marcus. And I know that some people feel the same way about it because he was used as supplementary material to sell the goddamn game of Gears 5. So I know there are people that feel the same way as me on that, but it genuinely would have been awesome to see him perform in some way in that description. Okay. Well, we're going... What is this? A flying casino. Well, we're going into the flying casino now. Let's see what ends up happening here. Expedition 00 ended up coming in here. Interesting. I was expecting far more upbeat music. Bunny rabbits? Okay, game, you're confusing the crap out of me. Why bunny rabbits?
A casino.
Oh, the gesture music is being played. Okay, interesting. What? What, humans? Up here? What? What is this place? This is a whole world. What do you mean, the whole world? It ended here, the fracture, and it couldn't get back down. So it's my whole world. Do you want help getting back down? Nah, I'm good. Who would watch over things if I left? See, this place of history, this is it. Play some games, drink some drinks, gamble a bit of fun. Now I'll see things I don't want to do, but such a downer. Stuck in the past, talk to him, and he'll drown you in nostalgia. Where is he? This is a really cool, like, environment. I'll admit that. Weird, though. Very weird, but a really cool environment. Oh, I love when you end up getting a bit of bass like that.
Well, that will help.
Although another song with French in it. The fact that this is the first time that I've actually heard, like, spoken French soliloquies come into the game, and then this time an actual song with French lyrics in it is very, very interesting. Yeah, we'll call them out. Screw it, why not? Yes. Yes. Could you peasants please cease that infernal shouting? Why were you not answering? I'm no interest in covering such uncultured humans. Oh, you asshole. Yes, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Hello? No. Okay, so we can't do this yet. That's annoying. Senior Benny, what's a crack-a-lackin' with you? It's a pleasure to have you in. Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going scrum diddly 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 umptious on this fine Tuesday, my friend? We have a nice situation there of the Champions League games finishing. Borussia Dortmund 4-0 up. Chelsea 3-0 up. Juventus get a win. Bayern Leverkusen ended up beating Man City. So awesomeness has ended up happening. But with yourself, Senior Benny, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going delicious, my friend? And your arrival has given me remembrance that I need to remember to end up doing this. Such a downer, stuck in the past. Talk to him and he'll drown you in nostalgia. Okay, well, we can't do anything here yet, so we'll come back later on. Get on the right side of the road, Benny. What are you going to do when you come over to Ireland? Remind me never to go into a vehicle with you. Remind me never to get into a vehicle with you. This is unrelated to the current conversation, but I found it interesting that when a writer came in to review George Lucas's script for the prequel, he said that like 80% of the actual relevant script material was in Revenge of the Sith, meaning that without the filler, the prequel trilogy could have been 2 films. But that's the case in a lot of stuff, Sexy. A lot of stuff. In fact, it's the sign of a very, very, very bad screenwriter, James Gunn, Zack Snyder, when you end up having 4 times more content in your script than the movie is worth, and then needing to put in filler. Like, the opposite effect is horrible too. Like, The Hobbit should have only been 1 movie, you know? This, like, that's not fair. Script writer, like, the thing with Lucas is Lucas was very good at coming up with the generalized concept in the way that he wanted to create the world. He's very good at world building. He's very bad at everything else. He's very good at world building. He's very bad at everything else. So that's Lucas's major problem. No, that as well, to be fair, Benny. He was very good at marketing, but he's phenomenal at world building as well. It also doesn't help that he just couldn't bloody stop. He always needed to make everything perfect and make the changes that are put into place. But the best people are like that. Like, to use the two of them again, since the conversation is currently happening again with the sale of Warner Brothers, Zack Snyder and James Gunn, both considered fairly good screenwriters and fairly good directors, are absolutely crap when left to their own devices. If they're let run away without any reining in of the gills, they'll run wild and they'll make elements that just aren't good enough. So, you know, you have to, it's interesting is the way I'd end up putting it with people like that. I'd say people would be happy to have Lucas back now to add more ideas into Star Wars, because when you create something, you know the feeling of it and the whole thing like that. But it's interesting to see how things end up going. Do we try this fight now? Okay, we're going to try a random boss fight, because why the hell not? So, wish us some luck. We might be vastly underpowered for this, by the way. And we'll know straight away when we get into it. Yeah, James Gunn definitely could have cut out a lot of Volume 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy. The whole relation of Peter Quill to Ego and him being a demigod had... Oh, crap.
The expedition's not over.
Okay, well, that's me not paying attention, and B, it doing so much damage. So this could be us. I mean, that's a thing in the comics still, Sexy. Like, Peter Quill is part Celestial in the comics. I don't think it was originally Ego the Living Planet, though, that was his father, but he is part Celestial in the comics. So, you know, he is kind of like that. And to be fair, Peter Quill's story isn't the point of Volume 3. Like, he's, like, let's be fair, Marvel has unfortunately rolled off the gills of its own fucking track. But Peter Quill was meant to come back for his own Star-Lord movie. That was the goal. To go Guardians of the Galaxy 4 with Rocket running the team and them going down that way, potentially. But that's the reason why they ended up setting that up. The tree was intentionally built not to be Peter's story. So I can understand why writing-wise that would be annoying. But that's the thing when it comes down to writing as well. And one of the weird things about us as people, it's why I find D&D so fascinating. The story doesn't always have to be about the main character. I think the best example of that in writing, and the best showcase of that in writing, and the reason why a film adaptation of it is so hard to end up doing right, is The Count of Monte Cristo. I think The Count of Monte Cristo is the best example of that, where if you summarize that entire story down, you can end up giving the base plot of the main character, but all of the extra crap that happens around it helps so much. for Peter Quill's story, he's not the major point of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but the potential loss of Rocket will hit him like a motherfucking brick if you do his story right next. So it's a good soliloquy into his situation, if you get me. It will be, though, because, like, the whole thing is that Ego the Living Planet is meant to be important for the Skrull, oh, I'm forgetting their names. The Skrull, who are their arch enemies? Well, I'll search it up because this will kill me. The Kree, that's it. So the Skrull and the Kree, Ego is meant to be important to that. But yeah, we'll see. I may never watch the trilogy again. I genuinely think Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is an astonishing movie. I genuinely think it. I think Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is a very, very, very good movie. Now, I'll also happily fucking line up to other people's opinions on that, but I really, really like Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Okay, so what's this attack doing this time? Okay. Good. Is he doing it again? Okay. Damn it.
I must rage.
Okay. I find Marvel movies snooze fest. I mean, that's fair, Benny. And you're not wrong either, which is the funny thing about it. Like, the reason why I enjoy Marvel movies is I am a nerd upon nerd upon nerd of the Marvel comics and the games and the lineage that ends up coming down to it. I adore with a blinding passion multiverse stories. And I understand that an awful lot of people don't, but I adore stories that are trees, that branch off of each other, that have the additions to it. I adore the idea that this isn't one person's story, that the ultimate thing of this ends up expanding and expanding and expanding into more elements. And I understand that there are people who don't like that. But I love the idea that something in movie 1 will affect something in movie 3. I love that idea, and I love the little hints that are being done for future references for if you know it. Like, it's all Easter egg culture, which is the reason why it ends up mattering so much to so many people. And Easter egg culture is not a good way to write a movie franchise. It's not a good way to write a movie. So, you know, it's funny that way. And I'm probably in the minority of that, but still. Guardians of the Galaxy is the best Marvel trilogy, in my opinion. God, I can't do anything, can I? Volume 2 is definitely the weakest, and it's still a solid film in its own, just isn't too relevant setting up Volume 3. I mean, that's fair. That's fair, sexy. Personally, now to be fair, he's my favorite Marvel character. My favorite comic book character has always been Beast Boy, but he's my favorite Marvel character. To be fair to me, my favorite of the MCU trilogies is the Spider-Man trilogy, but that's because I like all three elements put together better than I do Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. I am of the opinion that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is the best MCU movie, and I know that's somewhat contentious. It's that or Infinity War for me. I know some people would say First Avenger. God, what's Captain America 2 called? The Winter Soldier. I know some people would end up turning around saying The Winter Soldier, and to be fair, fantastic movie as well. But, you know, let us know, Senior Benny. I would be playing it today if not for the fact that the game is still having some slight buggy issues in the back of it. So that's an unfortunate circumstance for me today. But let us know what your FM story is. I'm happy to hear it. Yeah.
Bring it on.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Not impressed.
Boom, boom, boom. Good. Yes, but the good thing about it is, Benny, I stream so much that I will have almost certainly forgotten. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is one of the best introductions for a main character's... I do agree, because most of the characters that are showcased up properly in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 look very, 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 very good. I have certain issues with Guardians of the Galaxy 1. It's a very good showcase of Peter Quill, which is unfortunately ruined when he ends up going into Infinity War, because I like the love story of Peter Quill and Gamora. I despise what it turned Peter Quill into in the end. I don't think it's a very good showcase of Rocket. I think it's a fantastic showcase of Groot, because Baby Groot makes you go into his heart. I don't think it's a brilliant showcase of God, what's his name? Guardians of the Galaxy. I can't do Namora, is it? How do you pronounce it? Nebula. I don't think it's a great showcase of Nebula. It's an unfortunate showcase that Kraglin is just annoying. Yondu comes across unbelievable, but unfortunately not enough for the heartstrings they want to end up pulling, especially for him to end up attacking with Tree as well. I think they should have done more with Yondu. But in general, I kind of agree with you. Probably the best signing I've met in 16 years. Oh yes, the kid that's worth 200 million with PSG. Yeah. I mean, Benny, there's stories, and then there's the story you told me 3 streams ago.
Let's carve a path.
But I have absolutely no problem listening to it. I love your stories. A good player, though, to be fair. Benny. And don't you dare be saucy with me, bitch.
Off is the direction you can fuck.
Well, I guess if we're going to end up doing that, Benny, I suppose it's only fair that I remind you. No other words need to be said. I win.
Brace yourself.
Okay, it's there. No. Okay. So the timing on that second one is delayed even more so. Okay, that's going to be hard to get used to. Okay. My great auntie struggles with... Oh, that came out of the goddamn blue duck to let us know that she suffers with Alzheimer's. But I have the height of respect for anyone that's able to work with people that end up dealing with that, with Alzheimer's, dementia, and all that debilitating bastards of diseases. And I have the height of respect for anyone willing and able and capable of working with those elements. And I'm glad there's actually been good strides, supposedly, in the cure, in the potential. We'll never do it, but hopefully we'll get a somewhat of a cure in the whole lot. Like, I see, you can't say never either, but I don't think in any of our lifetimes we'll see a cure to any of them. Hopefully we'll just see a way to stave it off and be able to spend more time with them. But I'm actually deeply sorry to hear that you're going through that, Benny, having to deal with a member with Alzheimer's. The worst I've ever had was to deal with a family member that ended up getting dementia, but to be fair, it was a rapid decline. Their dementia ended up coming in, it progressed bonkersly fast, and we only basically ended up spending a year where the dementia ended up coming into place before they passed away. 3. We can definitely beat this. Alzheimer's must be horrible. My great-grandma of 94 years of age is developing dementia. Not seen her since summer, as she lives in Newcastle, over 2 hours away. The best thing you can possibly do for someone dealing with any of the mind-altering areas is, even if you can't see them, call them. Call them. And try and do it twice or 3 times a week if you can. Just so they can, there's an attempt that they'll remember your voice. And now if it causes them distress as well, remember that the alternative could be true, where you're causing them distress, at which point you just need to back away and leave it alone. But it is not my place, obviously it is not my place to give any comment on anyone on that particular situation. It's a horrible situation that they're going through for absolutely everyone. And, you know, it's a showcase that if it is true that there is a God, he is a vicious bastard. She had it for 4 or 5 years. 98 is a fantastic age to go to. I'll never forget this story. It's probably cruel for me to mention it based on the topic we just brought up, but we used to work in, my father used to work in a particular trade where deliveries were made into occurrence. I won't say the type of trade in case it ends up doxing me, but he ended up doing a particular trade, and we ended up going to a convent for this particular element of trade. And on this day that we went into the convent, there was a birthday happening, and there was a post-it put up within the convent kitchen of happy 103rd birthday. Happy 103rd birthday. Signs put up, they're custom made and the whole lot. And we met one of the particular nuns walking around the kitchen. And she was saying hello to us. She was saying everything, came over and signed things. I was young at the time and carrying in the particular objects, and she was turning around saying, "You're having trouble there, young sir. Allow me to give you a little bit of assistance." And I allowed her to give me a wee bit of assistance. We ended up talking, and I asked, one hell of an achievement, 103 years of age, who managed to do it? And she turned around and says, "No, young child, I hardly look that young." And I was flabbergasted. I swear the woman didn't look a day over 70. Didn't look a day over 70, but a 103-year-old woman spry to the world. Now, to be fair, she had done her work. She had helped the people. She had done everything she needed to in order to continue on with the greatness and spreading of care and the whole lot. And whether that was done in a religious capacity or just general, you know, respect, I have the respect for it. It's the same reason why I think doctors deserve the highest of praise of anyone in the world. Them and teachers. But it just to this day has made me mystified and makes me feel really responsible for ensuring that there's safety in place for the elderly. So, you know, it's gotten to the point where she sometimes asks where her parents are, I believe. She remembered me when I visited her last year. It's horrible. It's actually horrible when that ends up happening. Like, the worst instance I ended up seeing of it was someone who was in a hospice care who couldn't understand why their wife wasn't showing up and kept getting upset about the fact that she'd left him. And she had passed away 2 years beforehand. And he's just, every day, you'd go in, I was going in there to visit the elderly person of my family that was sick, and just the person in the alternative bed who was going through dementia, and every single day was looking for their wife, disappointed by the fact that they weren't there, and felt that they'd ended up abandoning them, which is bloody heavy. I bet you weren't considering this conversation to come up when you came onto a stream today. So we might as well do a phantom star and do almost 100,000 damage. Okay. So this is this attack. We haven't this timing right yet. Good, we got it there. There is a sound cue for it. It's slightly delayed after the sound cue hits, but it's a hard timing to get. Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Just try.
Boom, boom, boom. No, I missed it. Sogaleo, my friend. Long time no chat. What is a crack-a-lackin', my friend? Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going delicious? How has life been treating you? Has college been going okay for you? Did you end up getting through it? Has it all been going grand? Let us know how the crack has been treating you since our last conversation, since we have last conversed. I hope it has been good. I hope it has been sweet. God damn it, crack. I hope it has been saucy. But what's a crack-a-lack, my friend? You come in as we go into a boss fight that we probably shouldn't be going into, enjoying the fun of some Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And we have the Genesis set up for the next one. Nice. And we have enough to do it now. Genesis. There's one that he ends up healing, but hopefully we don't hit him with it. Okay, once. Twice. That's not too bad. I was going to go to sleep, then I remembered you, if you're still alive. Well, I'm happy to be here, my friend. Happy to have you in. Happy to have the conversation points with you. And happy to see that life is treating you well. Although, to be fair, coming to me in order to get extra help to go to sleep, I understand it, and I don't blame you. By the way, I know that wasn't the point. I'm just pulling the piss. You get to come in and watch me fail again. Okay. There. Oh, okay. We definitely should leave this boss for now. I'll give it one more go because we can dodge these moves. And it's just the unfortunate situation of that one skill being absorbed, the thunder being absorbed by him. But we can get these timings down, and we can end up getting through stuff. And Verso's doing enough damage. Maybe just a bit too strong for the time being. Oh no, it is. It's definitely like it's one of those situations of I definitely probably should leave it, but I also definitely can beat it. So this is where the crack stubbornness comes into place, because the fact that Verso is doing about 1/58 of its damage means we definitely can beat it. But then that happens. And we also don't need Mononoke for this because it doesn't showcase a foot, so that's the other thing as well. Okay, do hell, which will burn him. Nice. So it might be better to swap Mononoke with Mael, considering we have a potential of doing burn with Lune. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Ah. Stubborn gamers are by far the best gamers. After all, when it comes to bosses, if it bleeds, it can die. That is 100% the truth, my friend. Okay, and we get another turn after this, where we can do the follow-up. Oh! Oh no, it's only 2 if it were an S. Ah, damn it. I played Silk Song solo as well. I really enjoyed it. How did you find it when you played it? Did you end up getting to Act 3? Okay, yeah, we're gonna leave this for now. Well, we will try it one more time, but we're gonna try it with a different team. Because we don't need Mononoke there. We'll swap Mononoke with Mael and see if the damage output can be increased a wee bit more due to her capability to work with fire. And then if we fail on that, we'll just leave it for now. Also, by the way, for those of you that love it, here we go. Fun for you. Oh, God, that tastes like shite. Oh. God, that tastes like crap. I've never had that before. That tastes like crap. Ugh. Oh, I need to find the boss. Then in that case, I'm not going to bother. That's the first time that's happened to me where I've had something and just... bleh. Okay, so there's the boss, but we'll ignore him. There's no point going near him. Although we do have another boss we can go to, and one we definitely can beat because we've beaten a load of them already. I mean, since we failed on one, we're as well beat another, right? We'll probably die to this one too. Oh, how is this not a boss? Okay, that's fascinating. I figured that'd be a boss. I still play it, but the boos are hard. The bosses are harder than Hollow Knight. Well, yes, but to be fair, Solo, that was to be expected as well, because it was initially supposed to be a DLC. So like initially, Silksong was not meant to be a solo release. But at the same point in time, I am of the opinion that if you are able to master, oh god damn it, what is her name? Why am I forgetting the main character's name? I'm having one of those days. Hornet. If you were able to master Hornet's first ability, that it makes that game so much difference, because the forward momentum you get helps infinitesimally with so many of those bosses, especially the boss gauntlets, because it gives you some way in between them. But the boss gauntlets are the main problem with the game. In my opinion, none of the bosses in Silksong are harder than Nightmare Grim. If you can beat Nightmare Grim, you can beat every single boss in Silksong. In my opinion, I think Nightmare Grim is harder, personally. This is the first time we've seen one of these in the open world. This is interesting. This is genuinely fascinating, seeing one of these. Wow. I'm actually shocked that we've seen one of these in the open world. And it has its friend beside it. That's awesome. What's gone into the water? Okay, this is awesome. What's happening here? Oh, is this how we face the boss? Oh, no. I'm fascinated by this. Oh, I'll look at you in a second. I'm just fascinated by what... I'll answer your question in a second. I'm just fascinated by what this guy is doing and where he's taking us. I'll also answer your alt-E because... I'll wait a second for you because it's gone into... it's gone into a commercial break and it's not fair for you. Although, what are you? So once the ads are done, I'll answer your questions. Has he stopped now? There's a door there as well, and he's gone back around to go back up there, so we don't want him going up there. Where's his platform? Is his platform up here? Okay, is his platform over here? Because I didn't see it. No, it's definitely not. Okay, so his platform definitely isn't here. So we definitely need to keep him down this side. It's definitely none of these. So he is down this way somewhere. So we need to continue to send him down this way. Okay, so it is down here somewhere that we send him. Okay, now he's broke down this way. He's continued on. And there's no blockade there, so we go this way. We come... No, okay. Okay, advertisements are finished there, so I'll read what was said. Okay. So Silksong wasn't a DLC, but it was meant to be a DLC, so that's the big thing with it. I'm just looking at everything going on the screen, and it makes no sense whatsoever, but that's the joys of Expedition 33, sexy. Nothing ever makes sense, but to be fair, it's slightly because I'm shite at the game. You were... I was fighting Grim, and bro, he was hard. Regular Grim is a beautiful boss fight. Nightmare Grim is a beautiful boss fight as well, but the 2 hits of damage that he does just makes it a wee bit too... a wee bit hard, because you need to end up getting down to it. You just have... Like, the rest of Hollow Knight, you can bulldoze the bosses. You can figure out their techniques that you can beat bosses like this. You know, fast. Nightmare Grim is a fight where you cannot do that. You have to slow down. You have to watch what is happening. You have to wait for the right opportunity. If you go to hit Nightmare Grim at the wrong time, he's going to wallop your ass 10 ways to Sunday. And that's beautiful, because that is basically the essence of every single boss fight. Every boss fight in Silksong. You cannot, well, you can, but you cannot bulldoze the fights in Silksong. People also overestimate the difficulty of games like Dark Souls, just because bosses seem complicated, when most bosses aren't actually too difficult until you reach endgame, where it really picks up. But even in endgame, they're not either, because you can end up finding the pattern. Like that boss there, the Thunder Esque that I ran away from, Sexy. That's not a hard boss. But if I was to fight it at the level that I'm at now, it would be considered a hard boss. Dark Souls bosses are kind of like that. They feel like that because they can kill you bonkersly fast, but typically don't. How am I meant to do this? Because he's not going up there. Do I need to kill you first? Because I think the platform is up here. Yes, there's the platform. So I need a way to get him up here. I'll kill you first, because I think you're the one that's blocking him. Okay, so land. And we'll do this fight. I played Noah, and I was stuck in the first boss for at least 2 weeks. Fair enough, it can be a hard game. I have a bit of Noah experience, but it wasn't too bad in my experience. I haven't played Noah, so I cannot comment on it. Oh, okay. I was not aware that this was a boss.
Here we go again.
Okay. So it is a situation that we need to kill this bad boy, and I wasn't ready for this bad boy. God, there's a lot of overworld bosses in Act 3. Wish us some luck, I suppose. But thankfully he doesn't resist anything, so we can just go straight into the Genesis. So this guy is easier than the Thunder, because we don't want to end up having an issue with just doing this and whacking down its health. Although, crikey. Okay, spear combo. There. Oh, damn it. I need to play Nero, and I need to play yet either, but I need to play those games. But as I said, I haven't... Wow, that back hit. I haven't played many Dark Souls games, so I need to end up doing it in the future as well. There. Nope, dead. Oh, because it's a boss. So no, the health bar is as big because it's a boss. And I'm probably under level for it. I feel as though the later Souls bosses, much such as Millennia, I use as an example, is very... Okay, I'll look at it again in a second.
I'll do it.
Okay, I can't beat this boss. Oh my god, I die. Well, I can, but... Oh my god. Okay, well that was a horrible way to start. That's an even worse way to start. I use as an example that overwhelming for players, and the reason they have trouble is how you need to quickly react even to precise attack. But that's the thing. Like, it's just a situation in those bosses of taking your time, learning the pattern, and then just continuing on slow and chipping until you get to the point that you can end up doing it fast. So it becomes overwhelming because the way you have been taught throughout most of the game in those type of games is you can bulldoze most of these bosses, if not all of these bosses, and get through them that way. Whereas once you get to the likes of Millennia, you cannot do that. It will not let you, and you have to change your playstyle. It's bosses where it forces you to change your playstyle where it becomes a problem. Yeah, that wasn't it. Okay.
Not impressed.
God, I'm so crap. Stubbornness means I have to try it one more time. Now, in my case, I'm being stubborn because I'm not dodging at all as well.
I'll do it.
Like for this, I should be going.
I'll do it.
Never mind. Never mind, crack.
Come back.
Bloody wonderful. Oh, sorry, everything ended up beating me there. I'm just gonna kill myself on this one because, unfortunately, external circumstances happened there that I need to pay attention to, and I missed it. So, other than reviving everyone, I'm just gonna let it kill me and start from scratch. I need to learn how to get out of the way of its attacks, as you need to be precise. Yeah, that's pretty much the case. I might as well try and see the second attack with the spear if I can actually dodge it. No. Yeah. Only just realized I haven't ate since early this afternoon. Well, change that, Senior Duck. Have something to eat. Insatiate your thirst. Have something nice. However, Senior Duck, you have mentioned food, so you know the rule. When food is mentioned, it must be displayed. If you actually eat it. Okay, so let's see again. Up we go. There. Nope. There. Oh my god, okay, I have to do the dodges for that. That move is bonkers.
Let's finish.
Okay, spear combo again. So it's there, up, and there. Okay, so we can get the counter for this. That first one is bonkers, though.
Let's carve a path.
On the mobile data will run out, so good game, nice. No bother, Solo. Thank you so much for coming in. Please come in anytime. Have a fantastic night yourself. I hope college is treating you fantastic. If you are still in college, I believe you still are. And please come in anytime. And as always, check the Discord if you want to for when I end up going live, or just end up checking here. It's always a pleasure to end up having you in. Thank you so much. And one of his attacks was even dodgeable. You just need to have a health to not be one shorted. I missed what that was about there, bossy, but yes, in most cases it is just have more health than the people you're fighting.
Cut him down.
Okay. At this point, I think just whack them down the full way and attack. Mr. X had a move I couldn't evade. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. We're doing nothing to this buck, but hey, we'll continue for now.
Violence.
I just needed to be on enough health not to die. I do despise when bosses are like that. That's kind of how I bet my first fight versus the main bad guy in this. I kind of just tanked it and ran away with it. So there is just tanking options in games as well, which I like. There.
Better.
There. Okay, good. We're getting better with the timing. Although he's another attack, so.
Not impressed.
There. Okay, brilliant. We're getting better.
Let's carve a path.
Can we get to S before we get down to tree? I think we should get S here. No, you rat bastard. God damn it. Fine. Still, 85,000 is a nice old whack of damage, and we should be able to do this again. God damn it. Just when we got ourselves back to S. The reason why it's annoying to lose him at S more than anything else is because him at S just does so much damage, it's not even funny. It just cakes through these guys. You're doing 80,000 to go if you're lucky. Now, Mononoko gets another go. So we'll just do a regular attack. To be honest, I prefer the Befori, or the opposite approach, i.e. Shangri-La Frontier. Yeah, pretty much. It's not a bad idea, that. That's not a bad way to end up going about things. I just like when you have options, when you're able to end up going multiple different ways about things. I love when that's the case. I should have revived him. What are you doing, Craic? Okay, well, at least we got the dodge, but I should have revived him. Okay, are you doing it again? Good. I am testing fate doing parries with Lune. Testing fate badly doing parries with Lune. We'll do the static punches again. Just because of the weakness. But hey, if it works, it works. We'll have to do another dodge again after this. But just do a regular attack into him. Good. And now we have to do one more dodge. Spear combo again. Third time's the charm on Lune. Can we survive it? Yes, and this time we revive Verso. So we're doing much better in this fight this time. So we actually have a chance this time of getting through it, because we've already done a good whack of his health bar. I think that's about an eighth of his health bar. So we should be good. Okay, and we can do an elemental genesis, so this should whack another good bit of his health bar. Especially if we get ice, yeah. But we should be getting more crits. You have max crit, like. Okay. There. 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 Up and there. Good, 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 good. And that has you back up at a C, and still 50,000. Verso is doing so much damage. There's your A. Hit him there. Good. We're back at 2. I don't think we have... Yeah, Eldrum Shift. Good. Still on an A. And then he's doing spear combo now on Mononoke. There. 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 Up and there. Okay. So we pretty much have that spear combo conquered. Let's hope that the actual orbs don't come back again, because we don't have that. I just don't have it yet. So we'll go with static punches again, considering he's weak to it. And we have enough to do it again. Although, do we give... No, I think we actually give the energy to the other two instead. Yep. I think that was the better move, because now that means we can go trick and immediately into a Genesis. Good. And then immediately into a Genesis. Which, if hits right, should do the guts of 60. 62, good. Now... Spear combo again, good. 1, 2, up and back, 3, up and whack. Good. And I think that does... Like, it's a massive, the difference between the two of them. If he hits, if he goes for Verso, it does almost 50,000. If he goes for Mononoke, and we end up getting through it, it does 10. Still, that's annoying. But. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We had to do it. We weren't going to get to S in the meantime, so we had to do it. And now, we do this again. Now we're back at S. Good. Okay, Lune needs to survive this. 1. 2. Oh, god damn it. Oh, no. So, we have guaranteed extra turns, so we'll do the Phantom Stars first. Which is 90,000 damage, and then we'll revive Lune. Get through this turn. Your timing was atrocious, man. Oh my god. I almost didn't hear the auto cue. But thank you so much for that. Awesome, Senior Duck. That timing was diabolical, my man. Absolutely diabolical by you. Oh, I love that I have that blurb there, though. So, how has your foray back into FM been treating you as well? I never did end up asking you, Senior Duck. Okay, now we can do this. Get the Genesis up again for us. Good. So another 60,000 coming down. And good, we can get 50 out of this if we do it right. $50? Oh my god! Okay, so at S, he does 200,000 damage on the counter. So we, at all cases, need to try and keep Verso alive. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know if this breaks, does it?
Violence.
No, it doesn't. But this one does. So let's break him. Good, he's broken. What's the move here? What's the move here? I think it's just 2 Phantom Stars. 1 damage increased at each cast. Well, Ascending Assault is actually the move to start building up that. Follow up, medium damage for each free aim shot done. We can get 5 free aim shots done and then hit him with a follow up. He's already broken. So yes, I think we do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then do the follow-up. 179. The Ascending is 2 as well, so 1 free shot and then just a regular attack. That probably wasn't the right thing to do, unfortunately. But hey, we'll go with it anyway. Spear combo on Mononoko. We have him at about half health, so we're... I was gonna say we were doing well, but, you know... Count your chickens before they hatch, you know. I always need to remember.
Shut up.
Don't you forget, you ain't won yet.
Okay, now we have to go for the Genesis. Okay, in we go. This should do the guts of 50 instead of the 60 that we done before. We don't have enough health, so we need to do just a regular strike. Verso comes in now. To the striker, but no, just attack. Good, does that, and now we can go for the Ascending Assault and start building up this 71 on our first one. Comes up with the Spear combo on Luna. We don't want Luna to die, so have to constant. Oh crap, baskets. Okay, so there, up and there. Good, good, good. And 327. Good. We have to revive Luna. So the move is Ascending Assault, which does 131, and then use an item on this turn to revive Luna. Good. Luna Spear combo. If we hit this, we're going to do another 300,000. There. 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 Up and there. This should back him down another 8. Oh, good. Another whack, although 140 this time instead. Back on Verso, good. 1, 2, oh crap. I was counting my chickens before they hatched. It was bound to happen eventually. Although, do you have a proper heal? Cleanse and heal all, but do damage that removes shields, so it's not useful, unfortunately. Do the revive instead on Verso. Verso does more damage than Mononoko. Cool.
Did I die again?
Now we do the elemental trick again. Whack, 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 whack. We have the Genesis set up, and we just end up hitting as much as possible until we get to 5. At which point, then we use that Ascendancy, and then we hope that we get up to S soon. So do that, and then do this. Okay, so it's a waste of time for the moment. Cool, nice to know. Okay, then we do that. Come in for the Strike Spear combo again, now on Verso again. There, and then up, and there. Cool. This will do 40, yeah. So we need to get him to S really, really quickly. The damage difference is bonkers. Okay. And with that, I can say, how are you doing today, Ashton? What's a crack-a-lacking with you? Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going delicious? Have you recovered yet from the shambolic display that was last night's United performance? Is the crack treating you well other than that, my friend? I pray that it is. I hope it's all going good. I hope it's all going grand. I hope it's all going saucy, my friend. What a whack. Okay. Well, we don't revive Mononoke. We go straight for the Genesis. I was not expecting that to break. I also shouldn't have bloody done a break without him being an S, I suppose. Yes, do this. Okay, so we've the Genesis set up again. No longer stunned. Burn, spear combo on Luna. Okay, good. We need to make sure that we're grand. Now. 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 Up and now. God, it's only the first move of this boss that's actually difficult. And I'm tempting fate by saying that because he'll use the first move again. There, Kula Bula, happy out. Yep, down to a fine art at this point if we can just do this right. I think you have to do the Ascendant Strike, don't you? 81 and back up to S. Oh, it's so annoying. You couldn't have given me the extra bloody bit. Okay, well, Pendulum Shift. Good. Just to that. Luna now does Elemental Genesis again. I know we can do the revive, but screw the revive at this point. I'll kill him with the two of them if it comes down to it. We'll do the revive this turn. We have this, boss. We have this, boss. Come on, wish us some luck, guys. Spear combo on the right one again. Over we go. There. 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 Up and there. Good. 100,000? Kills. Beautiful. And I think that's just an upgrade to one of the weapons, but that's absolutely gorgeous for us. Yes, weapon upgrade. Good. Okay, with that we can... Oh, there's actually a shopkeep here. Okay, land down and dismount, because we want to talk to shopkeep, and then we'll bring back over our flowery specimen and see if we can end up getting him to land. Trade. Ooh. Oh, Mononoke outfit. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it looks when we look at it eventually, because sadly Mononoke has one of the best outfits currently in the game, currently on him, so we'll see. Because Mononoke's currently in his glorious swimsuit, but we could give him a pure outfit. I will go with pure for now. We'll consider swapping him back over. He looks a bit more dirty. Not great, man. Got a bad fever. My throat is done. Voice is gone. Still had to wake up at midnight to watch that disgusting United crap show. How are you doing? I mean, I haven't been too bad, my friend. I've just been keeping going. Unfortunately, FM has been the mother of all clusters. It just isn't performing properly for me. So FM might be on hiatus for a bit, sadly, my friend. But otherwise, I'm doing well. Nice to have a couple of people in and just enjoying the crack with me. And I'm trying to be good, calm, and collective. Trying to have the good times and ensure that those that come in do as well. Have the conversations, continue with the crack, and enjoy every moment of what we're going through. Hopefully we end up coming back as well. I personally am of the opinion that that United performance isn't as bad as everyone's turning around stating it is. It's not the end of the world. It is annoying that it happened, but it's not the end of the world that it happened. Go up the bloody route, you pain in the arse. Go up the fuck... What, do I destroy it or something? How do I get you up there? Because there's where you need to go. So now you're going over there. Do I just need to move quick enough to block you, or what do we do? Because you have to go up there. Good, finally. God damn it, man. That's a bit more, fiddly than it needs to be. Okay, now, this will be interesting, because if I have to do the setup to do this again, this could be hard. The chromatic pionk. What is the move here? The Ascendant Assault increases damage each time. We don't have the follow-up, so I think we just do Ascendant Assault twice. 53. And... God damn it, I missed it. 58. Okay. Calls for help. Who's coming for him? A smaller one? Oh crap, that's not good. United played alright, just crap in front of goal. I mean, yeah, sadly we were dealing with Xerxes. Xerxes just didn't have a good game, unfortunately. But you do the best of with what you have, and you chance your arm and hope it goes well. It's just unfortunate for us. But the stats are also lie a good bit in that game. Like, it stated 25 shots, and that we ended up doing particularly well on those 25 shots. We didn't. I think only 3 of them looked like we were going to score. So, you know, you take the bad with the good in that case. Okay, I'm a bit worried. Calls for more help. Okay. I'm genuinely a little bit concerned with this.
Let's carve a path.
1 hit, 2 hits, and that's not enough for the Phantom Stars. I think I need to just do a basic hit because we need the Phantom Stars next time we come around to go to Verso. Gains 3 shields, which means he's useful for Mononoko if we get the damage. Cool. Melee attack. Okay. Up and... It wasn't worth taking the risk. I just done the dodge instead of the counter. Oh, so it flees in 3. Melee attack. Good. Good. Is it, like... I'm confused on the way to go with this. But I suppose... Since it has a shield, do this. I'm genuinely a little confused on what's the best route for this. But I think maybe this is the way to go. I think we need to just do the dodge. Okay, ranged attack. Okay, which gets the hit back. Which done nothing. Okay, so again, bit confused on what the actual best route is here. Elemental trick again, I suppose. Try and get the Genesis for everyone. We have the Genesis set up, so that's good. Now, hope that this does a fair whack of damage. Okay. Nice. What? Oh, you're down to A. Shit. Okay. Target him, I suppose. One we didn't want to get hit actually got the hit, because of course he did. And then Pendulum on you, I suppose. We don't really have a choice. Hope that we get up to S. Not yet. Okay. Gain 6 shields, so that means Mononoko can do more damage to it again, I suppose. Although it's doing a melee attack, so... Nope. Ah! Okay, screwed this. Okay, I screwed this, I screwed this. I completely screwed this. Yep. I've completely screwed the pooch on this, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Okay, I don't know if you need to kill them in time, but the fact that I didn't is annoying. Anyway. Chromatic Pelunk. Because we're not going to get the other ones in time, annoyingly. Although we do have Phantom Stars here, so we're as well just hit it, I suppose. It done something. Didn't do much, but it done something. Do the gradient attack on this one. We're only killing one of these. Oh, we're doing it on all of them? Okay, never mind. That done a fair whack on you, at least. It's gone from you, but we'll do this. You dead? Almost. I mean, we have to go for it. We have to go for it and try and kill it. Hope if that doesn't kill it, the fire does. The fire kill it? Nope. Melee attack again. Okay. Good counter, but that's not going to do anything because he has 9 barriers in front of him. So we need to do Mononoko next turn on him. As for this, what the hell do you do here? I mean, you target him, I suppose. Are you taking anything, Ashday, in order to feel better? Because I hope you start to feel better soon, my friend. It honestly is unfortunate to hear that you're not feeling well. Okay, ranged attack. I suck. God, I suck. Oh, I suck so much. No, but we'll redo the match if it'll let me. Good, it's letting me. Matty, my friend, what is a crack-a-lackin' with you? Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going delicious? It's a pleasure to have you in, my friend. How is life treating you? Also, that's a very mean thing to say about yourself. You don't suck at all, my friend. You are a gent, a scholar, and one of the good ones. How is life treating you as we go back into this big-ass fight? Calling for help again. It's not going great. I'm talking about United sucking. Oh yeah, trust me, I know. They were, like... The really sad thing with the United situation is it's not the end of the world, that result. It's just annoying. That result is more annoying because they were down on 10 men. Because they were down on 10 men, that result is more annoying than what it is. The minute they went down to 10 men, everyone knew they were going to play that game. And we're not good when people park the bus. We're not good at defeating a park the bus team. And it's an unfortunate set of circumstances for us. Not having, like, it's ironic that was the game where we actually decided to cross in the ball. We decided to cross in the ball in the game where we didn't have the 6'5" striker. It's blatantly obvious Xerxes wasn't match sharp. It was blatantly obvious Mazraoui and Doghu weren't playing particularly well, and Ahmad, I don't know what to think about Ahmad. I like Ahmad, but he's not a 10. I'll argue with anyone at this point, he's not a 10. He's also not good enough to be a wing-back, but, you know, that's an entirely different conversation. And Manu didn't perform great on the showcase that he got either, so, you know. On which bit, Senior Duck? Which bit are you calling BS? On Matty being a sound gentleman? Because if so, you are an asshole, Senior Duck. Accurate, but an asshole. But we'll see how things go. Next week will be the big decider for us. Hopefully we can come back and actually do a performance next week for us. I think next week matters more than this week for us. Okay. And it's there. Good. Flee in 3 turns. We should have you dead before then, because Verso hasn't been hit yet. Melee attack, which means we're coming to here. And it's there. Back on the tank. Nice. 30k. Yeah, took some pills. I'm getting better, but it's still annoying, especially when your nose is blocked. Oh, I know that feeling down to the world, my friend, unfortunately. The best thing I end up doing for that is literally just making a fucking nozzle, putting it into your nose, letting it there for 30 minutes and just going and, you know, blowing it all out. I knew this was coming. We are still so inconsistent. I don't know what it is, but you could just see that the way they played the 2 games before, as long as we have no players you want to or are afraid of taking risks, then we'll be consistently staying inconsistent. I mean, maybe, Maddie, but I don't think... Again, this is as Benny turns around and says I'm slightly biased. This is potential United bias. From what I seen of that game, there wasn't enough killer instinct in that particular fight there. It is fascinating how when we have possession, we're a much worse team. But we were down a number of strikers, and the influence that Cunha has can't be overstated. He is a monstrously important player for us. we're just bad versus low blocks, and we're bad when we need to be the team in the offense. But we've been bad for that since the start of the season, and the 5 games that we ended up winning, we weren't really on that trajectory. This was always going to be a difficult game, and Everton are a good team. But it's basically how we end up doing when we end up coming in how we end up doing after this. It's how we bounce back that we end up seeing. Like Amarin threw a complete hissy fit, fair play to him, stating that it just wasn't good enough and no one showed up. And that's the way you want it to be. Before the mini unbeaten streak, United only wins when everyone was calling for the sack and you beat teams either side against the newly promoted. I blamed United for themselves, repeating the United strand, saying 2 games to go into 5. I mean, yeah, that doesn't help. But, you know, Polly, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? It's a pleasure to have you in. Is it all going good? Is it all going grand? Is it all going delicious? You join us in the middle of a boss fight at Expedition 33, where the crack is going well and the hope is going 90. Hope United make 1 or 2 signings in January. I heard they got a scout from Brighton or something. So he's a former recruitment analyst that has worked for Brighton, West Ham and Chelsea. He's 39 years of age and has worked with Chris Favell in the past. He's considered one of the best recruitment analysts in the country. His ability to end up spotting fitness in youths that are attractable is next rank. But the problem with him is he's brilliant at finding youth, Ashday. And what has been proven this season is Amarin isn't using the youth. Why was Shea Lacey on the bench if you weren't going to fucking use him? And the attack isn't working! Sorry. One of your top youth prospects for attacking football, and you don't put the bucker on the pitch when you have him on the bench. Don't put him on the bench if you're not going to play him on the game when he's one of your top attacking aspects and you're losing the game because you're not willing to attack. But yeah. 3 games ago. Yeah, no, but that's the thing, Duck. It was the Liverpool game that gave people hope. Winning against Liverpool for the first time in 10 years at Anfield was a change in direction, was a change in currency. The way we played against all of the other teams was fine. We should have gotten a victory out of Nottingham Forest. We just gave that game away. And we were hoping the international break would bring something into it. Like, it's optimism, but when you're swimming in shit, you need to hope that the air comes. You know, Duck? So I understand completely, and you're right. The United fan base are just letting themselves up for a disappointment, but that's what it is. We are bad against low blocks. Bruno needs to go. I don't want him around anymore. He needs to go next summer. I mean, it's not a bad point. Maddie, that's not a bad point. Bruno is an issue in that team. But at the current moment in time, the problem with Bruno is Bruno playing in the midfield needs a more dynamic midfielder beside him. He needs Casemiro 5 years ago. He needs a Casemiro 5 years ago beside him, and then Bruno works in that midfield. But he's also just trying too many Hollywood passes. The sad thing is Bruno wasn't the problem. Bruno wasn't the problem in that Everton game. Now, it's arguable that everyone was the problem in that Everton game, but he wasn't the fundamental problem in that Everton game. So, you know, it's an interesting kettle of fish. I think we should have sold him in the summer just to end up replacing the dynamics, because I think that we have too much of a hindrance of not subbing him off. I think he needs to be subbed off more. I think we have a Salah problem in that we just have a player that's so good and can create inspirational moments out of absolutely nothing, and he can, that it's too useful to keep him on than to take him off, and I think that's our problem. Which bit of Elden Ring are you playing, if you don't mind me asking, Cully? Are you playing Night of the L Tree? Are you playing the original game? Are you into the DLC portion of the game? Where are you in Elden Ring? It's a game I have yet to even purchase, as sad as that statement is. So at some point in time, I will be putting it on stream. We have a couple of things we need to do beforehand. We're going to end up playing Where the Winds Meet on Thursday. At the current moment in time, if things might change, by the way, so keep everything with me is up in the air. But we're going to end up playing the new ARG Where the Winds Meet on Thursday. If you have any interest in coming into that at 8:30, our normal 8:30 streaming time, and then we'll be streaming again on Friday to see how things are going there. But if it comes up on sale again and actually at an okay price with the DLC down, I'm going to end up trying to purchase Elden Ring or some of the Dark Souls content. Like Dark Souls 1 is for sale at the moment, but it's for sale for half price, so it's still bloody 20 quid. So I'm just not arsed. I'm trying it first today. It's my first boss, Margaret. He's bending me over. Well, fair enough, my friend. I hope you end up getting through it well. I hope you end up having a fantastic time while playing it. I will be sending you all of the wish in the world. Please let me know, and please let me hope that it ends up going well for you, my friend. Okay, we have a red one now. Interesting. Oh, okay, so you do just need to free aim him. Interesting.
You're outmatched.
Oh, his orb is dead. Why is his orb up there? Oh, I'm confused. I'm confused. We'll do sabotage. I'm genuinely confused why his orb is flying about him. Okay, we can't dodge that. That's annoying. Whose turn is it? Range combo. Okay, this will one-shot us if we aren't careful. Good! Happy out.
Favorite part.
Okay. Know nothing about the guy they got. Just saw it somewhere. Yeah, Amaranth's game management is questionable. I was surprised when he said he will use the youth when the app concert. Well, he doesn't have a choice, Ashday. He genuinely doesn't have a choice because he has to with Ahmad and Mbwemu gone. Like, ironically, we're filled to the brim with offensive units and we still need to bring in the youth for it for those two players being out. So you'd be hoping that, and this is one of the reasons why it's so annoying that it didn't happen. Mazraoui and Dogu were having bad games on Monday. Shea Lacey can play at the wing-back position on both sides. Fucking put him on. You know? So it's just annoying. I mean, I'm doing okay at the moment, Duck, so the lube isn't needed yet, but don't worry, I have it ready if I need it. I can end up using this highly horrible Lucozade Alert Blue Rush drink. Fuck me, is it atrocious. Sorry if you enjoy this. I'm also still far too cheap not to drink the goddamn thing, which will tell you a lot about me. I agree, Bruno wasn't the single problem in the game. Everyone was crap. But I think he is a captain, so he should be standing out in games like that. He should be the one making the difference, and he's the opposite. It doesn't help he plays out of position, but he isn't going to play in his natural position. Then he needs to go because it just isn't working. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Maddie, the big thing, though, is... and I was talking to someone about this, the definition of a captain has changed so much, and us being United fans for so long, we think of Roy Keane as a captain, and there's nobody in the game today that's that type of captain, so we need to quell back a bit on the expectations we need to put on a captain. One of the reasons I want to see him go is because I think Matthias de Ligt is perfect to be captain, and I think he should be the captain, so that's who I would be putting in place as the captain. So that's one of the reasons I'd like him to see him go. But at the end of the day, we'll see what ends up happening there. Also, why did you put Lissandro Martinez on the bench if you weren't going to play him? You know, there's another conversation to be had, but yeah. I think he means for me. You know, Cully, with Senior Duck, I never assume. That man is so weird that I never assume. It's actually not doing a bad whack of damage. Okay. I think you do the elemental trick on you and just do the Genesis then if we hit it right. I mean, I was hoping he start giving the youth some minutes to get used to the intensity. Hope he doesn't play them all at once with the AFCON players are gone. To be honest, I think he'll play very little of them. I doubt he'll play. I'd say he'll try and get away without playing any of them. And I don't get it. Like, he's the worst man. Like, he's the worst United manager in history for a lot of things, sadly, as annoying as that statement is to say. But one of the things he's... Okay, Melee, I need to pay attention for a second. Bear with me. Okay, good. He's the worst manager on a number of stats. Like, he has had the worst... he has had the worst... Oh, counterattack. Okay, he has the worst starting stats of any United manager since Sir Alex Ferguson. Only, like, it was managers before Sir Alex Ferguson that had worse starts than him. He's the worst for using youth of any United manager. Never mind before Ferguson. He's the worst for using youth of any United manager. He hasn't used a single academy player in the starting lineup all season. They've been on the bench, so he's kept the record, but he hasn't used a single one in the starting lineup all season. Ahmad doesn't count, by the way. I know you might think that he does, but Ahmad doesn't count. Because we signed him from Atalanta at 20, so technically he's not an academy player. You know, weird things about that, but that's an interesting kettle of fish. In case you're thinking that he counts, he doesn't. So we'll see what ends up happening there. I agree. I think De Ligt will be a great captain. I also think he's halting Mainu's development. I don't. Here's where I'll have an argument with you. Because I think the thing with Mainu is if Mainu is training the way that Mainu played on Sunday, he's not good enough. Simple as, he's not good enough. And he needs to get better. So we'll see what ends up happening. I think at the moment, Mainu hasn't put in a single performance this season that has warranted his playing yet. Beautiful. Can we do it again? Beautiful. So, I would be of the opinion that if Mainu's not going to get game time, put him out on loan in January. Shit. That's really bad. We lost our S. Put him out on loan in January, but I also think there's another person that badly needs to be looked at, and that's Adrian Heaven. Adrian Heaven and Obi Martin, if they're not going to get game time, need to be put out on loan. Simple as. So that would be my big discussion, putting the two of them out on loan. I think Mainu will get game time, but based on how he's playing, I just think he has to be putting in bad training performances, in my opinion anyways. Tell me if you think I'm wrong, Matty. Obviously, we don't know. We can't bloody tell the training, but that's my viewpoint on it. Okay, so we're doing okay there. We got 3 more hits to hit these. Can we kill this bloody buck? I'm focusing more on the small ones than I am on the big one, and that's probably a mistake. Okay, so now we can do the stains again, target him. Let's get ourselves set up for Elemental Genesis once again. Good, we can do Genesis now. We have enough for it. Elemental Genesis should kill the one to the left. Did it?
I've lived through worse.
Did it? Holy crap, how did it not kill you? Bloody wondering, crikey. Okay. Then we'll just do a regular strike on you. Now, I don't think you are wrong. Like you said, we don't know what's going on in the training, but every time Mainu comes on, it seems like the play of our game falls off. Yeah! And the reason for that is... Mainu needs to end up going deeper. So the reason why pre-season Mainu worked well is Mainu needed Ugarte. Needed Ugarte. It was a situation of Mainu needs the second person there. He's being overloaded. And as a result of which his game is being put down. The big problem with Mainu and the big problem with Amaran's system is Mainu doesn't play any of the positions in Amaran's system. He's not a holding midfielder. He's not a box-to-box midfielder. And he's not a... Mainu's more of what Scott McTominay was. Mainu's more of a 10 than he is an 8 or a 6. He does the 8 better than he does the 6. But when he comes onto the pitch for us, he's playing as a 6, and he's not a 6. Mainu needs Ugarte, and the problem is Ugarte is performing extra levels of shite. So we need a replacement for them, which means look at the options that are out there. If the João Neves deal with PSG is still alive, and that's a thing, and that's obviously pipe works, go for that. Look around and see who's there, because sadly, Casemiro and Manu just don't play well together, and you need someone to end up coming in as the replacement in that turn of phrase. But hopefully something will end up working. It probably is best for Manu to go out on loan, but one of the reasons why United won't end up doing that is there's a significant chance Amarin won't last the season. Heard about João Gomez rumor. Don't know if it's true. Should go for Garner since he's a free agent. Is Garner a free agent in the summer? Like, we have to be careful with James Garner too, Ashday, because Garner is currently rocking the United curse. And for anyone that knows what the United curse is, every ex-United player, no matter who they are or how they've played throughout the entirety of the season beforehand, plays like a god the minute they play United. That's the United curse. It happens every single time. And Garner played unbelievable. God damn it. Garner played unbelievable yesterday for Everton. But that doesn't mean he's good enough to come back for United. Craig Gardner still plays? No, he's doing the gardening for me outside the door. I'm just forgetting his name sometimes. You incredible smart arse. Although here's a question for you, since you want to be a funny boy. Who is the English footballer notorious for having a SHAT in the middle of an FA Cup game in Wembley in 1990? Have fun figuring that one out, duck. You complete smartass. I think that with every goalkeeper too, I feel every goalkeeper plays like prime Neuer against United. Well, Pickford didn't play that well against us. We just threw every single strike directly at Pickford. Like Pickford, yeah, he's English. Pickford got 3 good saves against us in that game, and that's it out of 25. No, it's not Gascoigne, funnily enough. It did happen to Gascoigne, but not in the game I'm on about. I'll give you one hint. He at one point in time was a pundit. Okay, do this again. Good. Yeah, I think Pickford played well. I have to disagree. But like maybe I said it wrong. It's not that he didn't play good. He played well. It's just we made him look better than he was, if you get me, Maddie, because we did just shoot directly at him. If you get me. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe I'm not putting my words across properly. If you get what I mean, in that sound. If I'm saying it wrong, then my deepest apologies. Irwin. No, it wasn't Dennis Irwin. It was Gary Lineker. Yeah, it was Gary Lineker. He ended up having that wonderful situation happen in the semi-final of an FA Cup. Damn it. Okay, now we have to be careful. Now we have to be careful. Melee strike 2. Down. Here. There. No! God damn it! I should have went for the dodge. That was daft crack. Get immediately back up to S as fast as possible.
I'll do it.
Ranged combo, okay. That should help. Good. He did come to mind. Yeah. It's funny when you're put on tots for that. It's a wee bit hard to think about it properly. Melee attack. Okay, I'm not going to even try and do the counter. Shit. Just shit. Okay, crap. Okay, good. Sorry, I need to focus for a second because I can't die when we've done this much in this fight. One more. Okay, melee attack. Okay, wait for it. Okay, I wouldn't have gotten the parry either, so I was right to do the dodge. Okay, heal immediately, Verso. I don't know, Xerxes, the save on Xerxes' header was great, but also save on Mbuemu hit was great. But that's what I'm saying. He had that's why I'm saying he wasn't bad, Maddie. He had 3 or 4 good saves. He just like we had 25 shots on him, and it's not indicative that all 25 shots were on him. Like, we shot at him for a good 18 of those 25 shots, if you get me. Like, he performed good. I wouldn't say he was prime Neuer or anything like that, but, you know, it was one of those type of games, if you get what I'm saying. And if you don't understand what I'm saying there, then, again, apologies for being a bit bloody, Good. Get ourselves up a bit from the D. Time for my Aussie ladies to get walloped in the Club World Cup. Ooh, interesting. They're in the Club World Cup. That's a nice outplace to end up having them, my friend. What are your odds of winning it with them? Do you have any chance of winning it with them?
Sweet tasting.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not against Barcelona. Oh my god. That's a nasty old whack to end up going up against. Nah, I get you. I understand you. Yeah. Like, I'm it's probably me being a bit contrarian as well, to be fair, Maddie, though. But we'll see. Again, I think everything changes depending on how... I think everything changes depending on how the next game goes. How we end up going in the next game matters more than things that have been happening with this current one, you know? That's my opinion on it, anyway. And who is it we have next, actually? Monday next week it is... Are we not Monday next week? I thought we were Monday. Oh no, we're Crystal Palace on Sunday. Yeah, we might not get away with Crystal Palace. We could end up losing again to Crystal Palace. That's not good. That's not going to be an easy one to get through. Okay, anyways. What's the thing to do here? We could do the Phantom Stars, but I think we're better going straight up and just doing massive whacks to him to try and get back up to S. So do that and then just whack at this consistently. Good. 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 Now we do no damage to you, so we'll just attack the main one. Two other teams to great in the CWs. Are you managing the 2 other teams, Duck? Is that what you're saying? I'm not going to the Palace game. I'm not Palace game this time. I mean, we'll see. Palace are an interesting one, Ash Day, because Palace play a bit more expansive, so it actually benefits us a lot more. They're not as closed down, so we have a significantly greater chance of performing good against Palace, which is the really sad thing about the situation, if you get me as well. Because Palace play a lot more fluid, a lot more open, we have a significantly better chance against them, you know? Okay, what are we getting here? Ranged combo, okay. That wasn't great. Okay, ranged combo again. Good! Kept her alive. Ooh, and we have a break available in a bit. We have to do the revive on Mononoko. No, I figured you meant to watch. No, I figured you meant to watch, but I honestly wouldn't be too worried about the Palace game. Like, I actually think we're in an okay position for the Palace game, so we'll see what ends up happening. It's just I wouldn't want to be putting money on it, is the big thing. Counterattack delayed its flight. Okay. Well, you have to give me a bit more context than what do I do, Duck. I need to know what are the options. What's the situation? What have you gotten yourself into? Tell me more, Duck. This could end up winning this fight, by the way. Are we winning? Good. Be out. I don't think Amarin should get sacked. I see people going back to the system again. It's clearly not the system when we had 8 different managers play their own system and get sacked every time. I mean, here's the problem. You're right, Matty, but it's becoming ever so more increasingly clear that the system doesn't work the players that we have. Now, obviously, you can wait with the manager and bring in players that end up working, but the academy isn't being set up to follow with those players in that system either. The system doesn't work for the players we have. We have Lenny Yoro, who is one of the best prospects in defending in the world. He can't play in any of the three. He's designed for a 4. He's not a wide-playing centre back. So Lenny Yoro has problems base-wise with the system. Which is why he seems a wee bit weaker than he otherwise should do. Manu can't get into the system. Obi will have problems getting into the system. It doesn't fit our youth. And that means, yes, you can change the culture in order to allow the youth to fit better into it. But there are problems with the system for the way we are. Is the system a problem? I don't think so. Can the system work in the Premier League? I do think so. It's just, it's now becoming more apparent that it's such a fundamental change to the baseline of United as a whole that now, when looking at it, the system is starting to become a problem when looked at it through that lens, if you get me. But I could also be wrong. Like maybe you have a different opinion. Maybe I'm spouting complete and utter horse manure. Let me know what you think. Also, I think it's time, sadly, for us to go to the plot. It's time for us to go to the plot and go back to old Lumiere. So, we're not strong enough to go to the other side areas. We can check the other side areas out later on, because we need to level up first. I think this is the best way to end up doing it, going to Lumiere. Or we can go to the other side areas and struggle, but I think we end up going to Lumiere now. So, into the actual plot we go. And tell me if you think I'm wrong, by the way. City lost today, didn't even know they were playing. Yep. A lot of surprising results today as well. Barcelona lost today as well. Ajax ended up losing, meaning that Benfica got a win. So Mourinho got a much-needed win. Newcastle ended up losing to Marseille, which was interesting. McTominay scored and Rasmus missed a penalty. So yeah, Chelsea winning 3-0 was interesting as well. I agree, it doesn't fit our youth. That's why I think the youth should be playing the same system as the first team, so it fits. That's my opinion too. I think it's a joke that they're not. Genuinely, I think it's a joke that they're not. Yes, technically, Ashday, it's a flying balloon, but it is designed on a chicken. Okay. So, we're back at the plot.
Leave hers here. It's dangerous for you near Papa.
That's an actual Clair Obscur, by the way.
We'll have to
Those enemies. That enemy is named after the game, so it'll give you an idea of how bloody hard they are. Interesting. Ooh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. All of the former expeditioners. That's actually really cool. That's actually really cool to have all of the former expeditioners fighting.
Tomorrow comes.
You know, it's funny that Mael is, like, obviously this is Mael's story, it makes sense, but it's funny that Mael is taking the center frontier when I barely end up using her lately. Because I use Luna as the healer because I can't counter for crap, and Mononoko in case we need feet. But in we go now, and we have an obscure we need to fight. Oh no. Okay. Wow, that's cool. Okay, this is actually kind of cool. And it's our flag. Oh, that's awesome.
Good stuff.
This soundtrack is kind of hype. I'm ruining it by, you know, exploring, but still.
These expeditioners are glorious wreakers of havoc.
The sword of Lumiere.
Oh, you can see them fighting up on the top there as well. That's fascinating. Yeah, all of the explorers are actually fighting. Oh, there are actual obscures for us to fight, too. Oh, and we haven't bit this one because we actually can get a foot from Mononoke. Nice. Although that done nothing. Weird. Ooh. Well, Verso's just gonna kill him, isn't he? Close.
Elements converge.
Ooh, that's strong resistance right there. Yeah, pretty much. Expeditioners assemble. Expeditioners assemble. Oh, I love how we can see the item. There's the item behind this book because we didn't pick it up, and it's literally showing us the item in the game because we didn't pick it. Ooh, immediate play when falling below 30 health. Interesting. Nope. Let's go in here. Edit Pictos. Replace you with you. Cool. And then we know that there's an item here somewhere because we've seen it. There it is. There's one there. Yeah, because we seen the item in the background, so we knew that it was there. That's brilliant that the game shows you that. That's actually awesome. I love that if you leave something on the actual environment, it showcases in the fight. That is unbelievable, actually. Yeah, well. I'm gonna try. Well, we kind of need the XP, but I kind of don't want to do the fight. So let's see, if I get caught in a situation where I need to fight them, I'll fight them. Or if it's one that I don't think we've faced before, I'll fight them. Because we want to get as many Mononoke feet as we can. What was that? Ooh. That scared the crap out of me. That's not funny.
You're outmatched.
Thank you, game, for scaring the crap out of me. But in we go again. Strike them down. Oh, almost just immediately dead. Unbelievable. God, the damage Verso does when he's at max, when he's at S is unbelievable. God, I love Verso.
Good stuff.
I wish it was Gustav, but I love her so. Do we fight two of them at once? Or is it just one again? Two of them at once! Ooh, okay. Interessante. Interessante. But I'll die just as fast. Oh no! Oh, because it's spread across them. That makes a lot of sense.
Chroma is flowing.
It's fascinating the damage that he does too, because you kind of need to be almighty damage to do anything to them. Like, this is the electricity, and it's doing something at least. Can we kill one of them? Nope. That's sad. But yeah, so we're gonna kill one of them here with this attack, and now we finally get to see an attack from one of these bucks. Well, for both of them. Oh, it's Aberration. The hell was that? Holy crap, that attack. Okay. Maybe I need to take this a little bit more serious. What the hell was that attack? Unbelievable, but still, wow. Here's a question for you, Maddie, in a football-related point of view. Do you think Liverpool are in crisis, or do you think they'll come good?
Perfect.
I think they'll come good. Also, why did you smash up the town? The town was so nice before this. Up we go now. Into this area here. Ooh, okay. Sudden change in music. That's never a good thing. Oh, I think this is the song. Ooh. That played. I think this is the song that played when we started the game with Gustav. That has to be a Twitch glitch too. Sorry, I've ruined the algorithm on the other ones. That has to be a glitch too on the Purple app. Because it's funny that it's saying that it can't find clips. By the way, I saw a laptop, a i7 with 32 gigabytes of RAM and an RTX 360. Might get it in December. Want a PC, but my sister needs a laptop for work. We're going to share. There's nothing wrong with the 360, Ashday, but it might be a bit light for modern gaming. So be careful on what you want to use the laptop for with the 360. It should be strong enough, but there are certain games that are just hogs at the moment that a 360 mightn't be strong enough. So just keep an eye on what you look and see what you want to play first before you buy that, and make sure that it actually does it just for yourself. I don't know. I want to see they won't come good because Salah isn't doing good this year. Who on that Liverpool team is actually playing well? Sabazlai. Honestly, Sabazlai's playing like one of the best midfielders in the world at the moment. Oh, so the people that are coming after us. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, so we're fighting the people of Lumiere. Oh, that's horrifying. Oh, you absolute arsehole, Renoir. Oh, look at them too. That's Gustav. The hair. That's Gustav and his wife. Oh, crikey. Or his girlfriend, or whatever the hell she was. Oh, that's horrifying that we have to kill them.
Let the ink flow.
Oh, this screams like the game wants you to run away from them because they're not hard.
Time to bleed.
Oh, that's horrible. What's the little? That's genuinely horrible. Oh, if I'm right, I could be wrong. I could be reading into that far too much. Base skill consumes all shield, deal 100. Yeah, we're not using that. I mean, yeah, fair enough. He has been playing primarily in right back, but you have to feel a wee bit sorry for Liverpool in that position. Buying Frimpong and immediately getting injured, and then his replacement as well, Connor Bradley, getting injured as well. So you ended up getting the double whammy there. But yeah, we'll see what ends up happening, you know. But it is interesting. I mean, not going to play the modern games, just FM, GTA 5, Red Dead 2. I'm getting it pretty good mic, still haven't decided. Saw one with an RTX 60 and 16 gigabytes of RAM with DDR5. I mean, yeah, that's where you need to end up making the decisions, because in that case, I probably prefer the one where I prefer the 360 with the extra 16 gigabytes of RAM myself, personally. I'm probably in the minority on that one, though. Again, not massively big at hardware, so... Pleasure to have you back, Senior Sexy. What's a crack-a-lackin' with you? We're going to continue to abuse former expeditioners. Oh, okay, fair enough. Happy out. Again, as I'm saying, that's where I would be lacking. My knowledge of hardware would be lacking there. So, Maddie has you chill. Okay, an upgrade of another weapon. Ooh, a new weapon for CL. We're not using her, but we'll have a look and see what the weapon does. It was this one. During moon, all allies have greater rush. During sun, all enemies have greater slow. During twilight... Interesting, but we're not using it just yet. RAM prices are going up because of the development of AI. Yeah, no, I know that. That's the sad thing about it. That's kind of why I was saying, if you could get it at a good price, I'd probably prefer it with the 32 gigabytes of extra RAM. But any assistance that ends up helping the RAM run through is brilliant as well. Okay, so continue with the plot. Let's run through, and we actually have to fight another Abstranum and one of the actual expedition members. In general, most hardware is going to see an upward trend in price. I do believe so, unfortunately, Sexy. But it's also interesting to see the discussion that's happening at the moment with the Nvidia stock dropping and the whole lot. There's general conversations of what's going to happen in the tech industry in general. And of course, the entirety of tech is uphold on whatever Microsoft ends up doing. Their actions ends up changing everything else as well. So, you know, there's fascinating things that end up coming in the next year. But, you know, the Americans deals with the Saudis, if it ends up going through properly, to end up creating chip generation in Saudi Arabia at the value of around 3 million quid. 3 billion, sorry. Is it 3 billion or 3 trillion? Probably trillion, honestly, with the amount that chips are ended on. But they've done a deal with Saudi in order to try and get chipsets built in Saudi Arabia. That will end up helping things as well. So we'll see what ends up happening, you know? Ooh, earthquakes. Okay, jump. Cool. So we'll see what ends up happening. If that deal ends up resulting in chips actually being created at a standard price that people will end up being able to use. I know you're using Saudi to do it, but at this point in time, I genuinely couldn't give a crap. We'll see whether or not the prices end up coming down.
He's at the tower.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we do need Mael for this fight. But we want Mononoko as well. So, I'm going to do something potentially stupid. Not potentially stupid. I'm going to do something very stupid. And I'm going to swap Lune for Mael. Because I think we're going into a fight here versus Renoir in a bit. Understand what? To me to paint. What do you mean? The boy's silence is gone. Okay, interesting. Because Mael deserves to be in this fight, but Versto is too strong. Luna revives people when I fail to end up doing counters right. And we'll see what ends up happening, so I kind of need to. Also, Nvidia is prioritizing more resources towards AI and technology than they are towards their gaming GPUs and other hardwares. Yeah, but that's kind of the worry with Nvidia, because Nvidia might need to pivot again after their share price went down for the first time in yonks. So we'll see what happens with Nvidia. Nvidia are the ones to end up watching anyway. So they're the first $1 trillion company to have a drop. Yeah, that seems like it's actually plot, so... Cool, cool, cool. Okay, do one strike on you. Cool, and now we can end up doing the Phantom Stars. Hula hula. And we win immediately. Nice. I do feel concerned fighting them based on what was said earlier on, but screw it. They're there to be beaten, so beat them all over, I suppose.
Good stuff.
Chroma. Yeah, of course, that was plot. Okay. It's a nice bit of the OST, this, I'll admit. Yeah, I'm lucky that I bought all of the systems for this and they're fairly jacked up. Like, I have a 470 in this yoke, so I should be... What is that? What is that? Okay, Ashton, thank you so much for coming in. I'll be live again on Thursday if you have any interest in popping in. I have my boxing tomorrow, so I won't be live, unfortunately. I might be live in the Discord tomorrow evening, just playing. I won't be streaming because it'll be at 10 o'clock time when I end up coming back. So if you want to pop into the Discord and maybe have a chat or something like that, please feel free to do so. But have a great night, my friend, and I hope you start to feel better soon. As always, make sure you crack us night the schlong a foal and poke mahone. I am scared crapless of that. That is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. It's a boss, I assume, but it is terrifying. I mean, we're going to fight it anyway, with this team as well, so we'll see how we do without a healer.
Well, that will help.
And we'll go over and get this item first. Okay, and then we have this Eldritch Abomination in our way. Okay. The chromatic Eleskyr, and it has a foot, so we needed to have Mononoko. This is why I hate that Mononoko needs to be in the active party to get the foot. I absolutely despise it, because you don't know. Anyway. Do that. Cool. And now I think... do a strike. I went 2-0 up. Congratulations. So you're winning against Barcelona. That must feel awesome, my friend. Keep it up. Keep it up and continue on with the nice old way to it. Hopefully you end up getting the win. Against Barca, their goalkeeper dwindled on the ball and conceded downhill from there. Okay, jumps. Jumping attack. Okay. Cool. Oh, gradient.
Once more now, with vigor.
God damn it, I wasn't expecting that to be a gradient attack.
Violence.
I genuinely wasn't expecting that to be a gradient attack. Okay, but we do rain of fire. Okay. Good. Next, we go and put her into Verso. Okay. We chased the game, but conceded too late on, lost 6-2. Ooh. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm genuinely sorry to hear that, Duck. So that's you out now of the competition and the whole lot. No chance for redemption. Okay, what's your attack going to be? Comes up. There. There. Light! Oh, okay, so it lowers the max health as well. Okay. Interesting. Third place playoff. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, stateless again. Rain of fire again. God, it's doing... okay, interesting. We don't have you in the attack mode yet, so I guess just do a regular strike. I didn't change your weapon. So, why are you doing... oh, because the Picto we had made the base attack hit again. Okay, I need to change the Pictos. There. 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 Oh, I missed it. Until my goalkeeper getting tackled was all of us. Good, gradient counter. I think we still should get through this, even though I'm not in as great a position. I definitely need to give him back his Picto that allows him to have another base attack. I didn't realize that that's what that did, so I definitely need to give him that. It's far too important to his moveset. As for you... attack. And we're up at 9. So now we can do sword ballet. This should do a lot of damage. Nothing done. Absolutely nothing. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay.
Disaster expedition.
Oh, we blew it up. Okay. So what's he like now when his fireball is gone? That's interesting. Okay, so his fireball is gone now, so he should be significantly weaker, in theory. We're doing okay damage, but nothing great. Doubles its blight and heals its allies. Oh. So it was a bad move to end up doing that. Okay, interesting. Okay, that gets us back up to A. B, really? I thought that would have gotten us A. Okay, do 2 more, and now we're at A. We need to get to S again. We do significantly more damage at S. And do you have a break move? No, you don't. Still, it done okay damage. I'd expect more, but it done okay. Phoenix does break. Oh, revives allies. So let's just do that. I didn't know my L had a revive move. Okay, that's very handy. So I need to figure out a way of using my L property for this final boss, because at least we can end up building the gradient up enough for her to end up using that for us. It does use 2 gradient charges, but she is a fast build gradient charge anyway. And the actual click damage is awesome, because like the 22 fire damage is incredible there. Okay. New technique for Mononoko, but we need to immediately go back into Verso and change his Pictos. So we done something attack. Yes, combo attack. Okay, so need to give him combo attack. So edit his Pictos, get rid of anti-freeze, and give him back combo attack. Where was it? Okay. Okay, so we're checking it by level at the moment. Alphabetical. Combo attack, combo attack. Good. Combo attack there. Nice. And now go back to level. And the one that we're looking at now is fine. And then augment a 75% increase in that. Get rid of auto stun for this. Cool. So we should be good now with Verso. So get a new pick up there. Just the chroma for when we end up getting to camp. Continue on for now. Getting closer. Loads of lumina all over the spot, which is interesting.
The Opera House.
At some point in time, like once I figure out if we're near the final boss, then I end up pivoting and do whatever grinding I need to go into the other areas. Because I don't want to go into the final boss yet. If this is the final boss. I have a feeling this isn't the final area. Even though it could be, I have a feeling it isn't. Ooh, something in the water. Oh! Journal for Expedition 60. A legendary expedition.
William, Expedition 60.
Ooh.
They mocked us when we said the human body is the strongest of them all.
Because you're wrong.
We trained relentlessly, and now our bodies have achieved the pinnacle of human performance.
Like
with
myself.
which we are able to crush our enemies. We are so much more agile and aerodynamic without the heavy uniforms constraining our glorious muscles. With Leslie's unstoppable training regime, We are impervious. That's how we were able to charge through that ghostly
That was such a
garage
light.
barrier
We
and
are
reach the
impervious for it
Mantis.
being written in caps.
But it seems we've been wrong about what she is. The Paintress is just as trapped as we. The real terror lies beneath the monolith.
Wait, why did you know that?
The rest of Expedition 60 marched on to confront him, while I was tasked to warn Lumiere.
Oh, you didn't make it. Oh, okay.
Time.
So you tried to warn us, you didn't make it. Interesting. Well, that's fascinating. I wonder if you were stopped. What is this?
Good stuff.
God, that piano is gorgeous, but this is interesting. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, what a bloody OST.
Lovely.
And I suppose we're after getting to a rest point here in the Opera House. And I will leave it there for tonight, everyone. Because it is 12 o'clock. I have work in the morning and I have boxing tomorrow evening and a whole lot. I will be back on Thursday. As of this moment in time, I'm going to be starting... I will be starting where winds meet. And giving that a bit of a go. As I stated, tomorrow I will be potentially, after I come back from boxing, just playing some games in the Discord, so feel free to pop in and say hello. For everyone else, just so you know, I do two raids, two situations. I raid on Twitch, so I say goodbye to them twice. But for everyone else, thank you so much for coming in. Let me break the algorithm. Screw it. I'm never going to be big anyway. On YouTube, Kick, and TikTok. Thank you so much for coming in. Remember, I have been Stupid Sexy Craic. You have been absolutely glorious. You make me feel like this. Schlongafol. And as always, my friends, Poke Mahone.